Russia will face severe economic and political consequences if it invades Ukraine.
The biggest
that warning came as
security
envoys
crisis
from Russia,
facing Europe in
Ukraine,
decades.
Germany, and France.
All sides are
today
ramping
here
up
in
military drills.
Let's go back to the beginning. In 882, 20 years after the traditional start date of Russia, Kyiv was seized, uniting the northern and southern parts under one authority. So it's safe to say that modern-day Russia started from Kyiv, which as of today is known as the capital of Ukraine. So Kyiv, after being seized, became a part of this massive empire called the Soviet Union.
To bury the Soviet Union and to build.
Putin said the collapse of the Soviet Empire was a great tragedy. And now he's been bumping up this Soviet nostalgia. What does he hope to gain?
The Soviet Union went on and started gathering more land. That's why Russia is this big. I think Russia is the biggest country in the world. In the late 1940s, I think 1949 to be precise, NATO, which stands for North Atlantic Treaty Organization, was formed by the US, Canada, and other Western European countries, primarily to stop the Soviet Union from expanding and taking other territories. Bear in mind that Russia and Ukraine, as of this time, were almost one. They were like this couple that always gave couple goals. So basically, Russia and Ukraine shared a lot in common. Their food, their language, their culture, their heritage, their tradition, their clothes, their dressing. So like they were almost one, like they were very, very intertwined, and they've become like they were so integrated that they were almost one. Even right now, in some parts of Ukraine, Russian is spoken more compared to Ukrainian. In 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed. Even though the Soviet Union had collapsed and both countries could live independently, that's Russia and Ukraine, that doesn't mean they stopped sharing the same culture. That doesn't mean they stopped sharing the same roots. Like, they were still very much intertwined. Their economy, their politics, their way of life, and everything was still the same even after the collapse. Now you must know that the West and Russia are not really the best of friends. I feel like they are trying to coexist, but they are not trying to be friends. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, the West started speaking to Ukraine and other countries that were part of the Soviet Union. They started selling ideas of their own economy, ideas of capitalism. They were selling ideas of joining the EU. They were selling ideas of joining NATO. Bear in mind that NATO was the comprises of militaries from different countries, and these were the same military, or this was the same organization that stopped the Soviet Union from expanding. And now that the Soviet Union has fallen, Ukraine is considering joining this same army or this same organization that stopped the Soviet Union from expanding. And Russia is like, what? Where is the loyalty? These are the same people that caused this division among us, and now you want to go and be on their side?
Just in case you have France. Hey.
And some people have been to say like Russia is that kind of ex that don't want to see you move on. Russia is saying Ukraine should not join NATO, because if Ukraine joins NATO, they will be forced to go to war with Ukraine.
Please.
Now, according to a poll taken November 2021, 58% of Ukrainians want Ukraine to join NATO. 62% of Ukrainians want Ukraine to join European Union, meaning 42% of Ukrainians do not want Ukraine to join NATO. Some of them is due to the fact that they do not want a war. Some of them are scared because, like, if they do join, there will be a war. And others do not want Ukraine to join NATO because they feel like if Ukraine gradually keeps on moving to the west, like they lose that root, they lose that connection between them and Russia. Like we don't want to lose that part of us. Like this is still part of who we are. So I'm not at the border. I don't sit in meetings with the president. I don't really sit in all those their meetings. So I'm not 100% sure, but I am 70% sure that the media is exaggerating this thing. Like it is deep.
Хочу еще раз все-таки подчеркнуть это. Я говорил, но мне очень бы хотелось, чтобы вы меня услышали все-таки в конце концов. И донесли это до своих читателей, зрителей и пользователей в интернете. Но вы понимаете или нет, что если Украина будет в НАТО и военным путем будет возвращать себе Крым, европейские страны автоматически будут втянуты в военный конфликт с Россией. Конечно, потенциал объединенной организации НАТО и России несопоставим. Мы понимаем. Но мы также и понимаем, что Россия одна из ведущих ядерных держав. А по некоторым компонентам современности даже многих опережает. Победителей не будет.
At the end of the day, it's still not that deep. Ukraine is a very peaceful country. Citizens are going about their normal lives. Wars are expensive. Every country just came out from pandemic. So everybody's trying to get their economy back. Nobody's going to risk their economy falling again because of a war which could have just been avoided by simple, roundtable conversations and people dropping their egos and people maybe letting go of the past, welcoming the new or something like that. I'm just saying. I've gotten calls from 4 different people and they're like, 3 of them are in the UK and they're like, oh my god, what's wrong? Is everything okay? And that's because the UK government has told their citizens to leave the country. So that is why they think that, oh my god, there is a gun to their head right now. They must probably be, they might probably be living under the grass, in the bush, hiding, under covering, and no, it's not that deep yet, and I don't think it will get that deep. If you have loved ones in Ukraine and Russia, send them funds, send them money, and most importantly, pray for them and send them money.
Send me money. Send me money.
It's actually nice that you all care about us. It's actually nice that you all are reaching out to us, but at the same time I feel like we are safe. I just think the Nigerian embassy should reach out to us more and inform us more about this. We are all praying that the war does not happen. My major question is, if the war happens, God forbid, is it going to be World War III? And what's our fate as medical students, basically, especially those of us that are close to finishing? We are actually at the finish line. So are we going to waste all these years? What's the plan? Or they will just give us our certificates, or what exactly? Thank you so much for watching. Please do share this video, subscribe. If you have anybody that's calling you about the Ukrainian war, telling you 1 or 2 things, or those people that are concerned about you, just send them this video. Another video will come and explain where I've been hiding. So until then, I'm crawling out back.
Bye.